A very good afternoon to you watching KTN Weekend at 1. My name is Najma Ismail. Now, the Eastleigh community is currently holding a security conference, the first of its kind in this area. The conference comprises of religious leaders, businessmen and political leaders. Our reporter Ian Wafula is attending the conference and now joins us live from Eastleigh with the very latest. Ian, what is happening exactly there on the ground?
Thank you very much, Najma. Just like you said, we've had quite a unique event happening here. Local leaders, we also have human rights activists and the residents of the Eastleigh community generally put together a number of youth to discuss certain issues. Among them, the top issues being discussed was radicalization, matters of lack of identification cards, and also insecurity generally in the area. Other than radicalization, we are also seeing that a number of youth have been involved in organized crime. In fact, today we had a chance to talk to some of the people who are through one of the groups here called Peace and Awareness Youth Group, which is trying to rehabilitate the youth. They brought forward a number of youth who have sort of reformed away from this organized group, and they confess some of the things they used to do before. Other than that, they also raised the issue about identification cards. They are saying that the majority of them, once they finish high school, they're not able to get ID cards, and therefore it makes it hard for them to move around the country, and so they're confined to Eastleigh. This also kind of hinders them from other opportunities such as employment, and they are kind of lagging behind in terms of development. And of course, the issue of radicalization with no identification cards, therefore that means no employment, and so most of these youth, you find that they are joining extreme groups such as Al-Shabaab. So Najma, those are some of the crucial issues that were just being discussed here.
And what are some of the measures that the leaders say that can be used to counter radicalization?
One of the things that I have noted from the conference is that really there was the feel of the lack of support from the central government and even the county government, because we only had the MCA, the area MCA coming here, so the people were feeling as though the government did not really take this matter seriously. But what the MCA called Ado, he said that the issue of identification cards should be addressed as soon as possible, and he was saying that anyone an issue should even make his way to his office, and he can try to enable them to get to work with the officers to enable them to get identification cards.
A lot of these youth, Ian, are being lured into terrorist activities and organized crime because of lack of jobs. And how will the leaders ensure that the youth are empowered to avoid such?
Well, one of the forums that they are promoting is one like this non-governmental organization called Peace and Awareness, which brings the youth together. They have mentorship programs. They also have, they have a number of businesses where they are engaged in so that to just keep themselves busy. We've also seen some of them, they sit through some special examinations just to help them go through, because most of them drop out Form 4, just to help them get some knowledge. So in that way, the youth are being involved. Remember that Najma, when President Barack Obama came to Kenya, he said that one of the ways that you can address radicalization is through the use of civil society. They're using civil society to reach out to groups that are being targeted for recruitment. And so an organization such as the Peace and Awareness Youth Group is one of a kind, because it brings together the youth from the streets and it helps them to be engaged, and therefore in a way it addresses the issue of radicalization.
I don't know if you managed to talk to some of the youth there, but what are they saying about the profiling of certain communities in that area?
Well, the profiling has been an issue, especially in the Somali community. Remember, back then we also saw Usalama Watch, which was an operation to try and address terrorism in the country, and it was mostly focused in Eastleigh. And this is the time that we saw the Somali community, so to say, being profiled very much so, and of course it was marred by a lot of mistreatment, and the human rights organizations complained that it was against a human rights violation. So they are not very pleasant with how the government is handling their community particularly. In fact, another thing that came out, Najma, they proposed a bill to have the Kenya Defense Forces involved in civilian activities, because they say that they feel that by having KDF do that, they are not really trusting the defense forces to handle civilian activities, just because of what we've seen previously when it comes to profiling.
Just before I let you go there, Ian, how is the turnout? Have the youth turned up in large numbers, or the?
Well, quite. It's in a conference hall, and it was packed to the brim. In fact, others were standing outside. So I can say that the turnout was good. A lot of positive energy coming from them. And if these conferences and these organizations continue with this kind of programs, many of the people here believe that the youth in Eastleigh will change, and radicalization may soon become a thing of the past.
Thank you very much. Ian Wafula there. We'll be keeping an eye on that story. Radicalization or security conference happening in Eastleigh.